Hi guys, Alex Taylor here, and today we're going to test the Callaway Great Big Bertha Epic Driver. Okay guys, so we've got the Callaway Great Big Bertha Epic Driver. We can see the jailbreak technology on the sole of the club, which is basically two rods that are fastening the sole of the club to the crown of the club to stop any flexing or too much flexing to maintain that ball speed across the club face. We've got a little adjustable weight across the back, where if we're struggling for shape of shot, we can just manoeuvre that to the centre of gravity of the club. Can be altered, certainly in fittings, that's going to make a big difference. As we flip the head over, we see quite a polished finish. Still see the speed step design that was there from last year that Boeing designed, or certainly had some input in, and certainly quite a different finish. You can kind of see kind of carbony look to the crown, but all in all a really good looking club head. Now let's hit some shots with the Callaway Great Big Bertha Epic. Okay guys, so we've looked at the technology in the head and obviously a little bit more movable weights around the back of the standard Epic head as opposed to the Sub-Zero, which is already on my channel. So if you haven't watched that, watch that just so you've got a little bit of an idea as to how the two drivers differ from each other. In a little bit of testing before this video, I would kind of turning the ball over a little bit more than usual. Which, you know, you guys watch my videos will think, wow, I must be going a long way left. So I've moved the weight a little bit more into the toe, which in theory is supposed to straighten out the shots a little bit. Still got it at 8 degrees, but I've gone for the Project X Hazardous shaft. We'll see how it works. If nothing else, it matches my shoes, so that's quite nice. So we're going to hit 6 real balls, Timeless Pro Vs, into the net. We're going to look at the numbers on GC2 and see how the Sub-Zero performs, and equally when I look at the previous video I've done for the Sub-Zero, so the normal Epic against Sub-Zero, in theory this model should spin a little bit more. Let's see how it performs. So definitely a lot straighter than when I was testing it beforehand. Okay, only 273. But let's keep going and let's see how things are looking, and we'll check out the overall numbers at the end. So again, just staying out to the right, so not turning over at all, which is interesting. Again, very consistent 274. So I think it feels nice. Certainly feels very different with this shaft as opposed to some of the other stock shafts, and that's the real importance of being fitted correctly and getting the correct shaft in that driver for you. And again, very, very straight. Maybe a little bit longer this time. So that one getting out 288, that was better. So, shot number 4. That one hanging out to the right, if anything, cutting a little bit. So maybe that weight just needs to be adjusted a little bit more for me. Quite a bit offline, that one. So last couple. See if we can get a little bit more distance out of the shot. So very straight. And pitching just under 260. I'm getting out over 280. So one final one. It definitely feels, now I've moved that weight over, it feels like I'd struggle to hit this one left. So let's try and get one just turning over with it set like this and see if the weights are really making a big difference. Yeah, so struggling to draw that one. If anything, just hitting a little cut each time. We're getting out there about 280, 270. Okay then guys, so let's go and look at the numbers on GC2, and let's see how Great Big Bertha Epic Driver has performed. Okay, so we can see average ball speed kind of 153, launching around 12.5 degrees. So even though that's set at 8, getting plenty of loft on there through impact. Certainly for me, spinning at 2,600, you know, that's too high for me. The one that really got out there was just much lower spin at 2.2, but there's other drivers that I know I can spin less than that. So average carry 258, decent carry, an average total 278. Okay from there. Right then guys, so what did we notice when we looked at numbers? So for me personally, I'm the kind of golfer who kind of needs a driver that's going to keep a little bit of spin off the ball. So even taking all loft off this, having a good shaft, I'm not really able, unless I get something right out the toe, which again I do, but I'm not going to get the best performance. For me, this head's going to spin a little bit too much. But I did find it interesting that by moving that weight, it definitely felt different when I swung. Now, did that then change how I was getting the club face? Or was that the club feeling different and me reacting to the club? Don't know, to be honest. I'd have to do more testing and kind of move the weight in the heel, in the middle. Might do a video on that if there's enough demand for it. But really good driver. And I think the key as ever, and I said it earlier in the video, get fitted. If you're in the market for a new driver, and the Great Big Bertha Epic Driver or the Sub-Zero is something that catches your fancy, get fitted, get it set up properly, and you can really see yourself how that product performs. So guys, as ever, really appreciate you taking the time to watch. Follow me on the social media platforms below if you don't already. Subscribe to the channel. Get my reviews and everything first as soon as they come out. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.